Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? It's another FA Saturday with your favorite people here. We got Nemesis and, hey, wait a minute here. We have a special guest. We have the Gunday. What's up,
Who's this
dude?
weirdo?
Right.
To be here for Saturday.
Right. God, stepping in, filling in for Mikhail over there because he's got a B-Day party with the fam. I guess we'll give him time off this one time.
Homies can't ride alone, you gotta ride together, bro.
Right. So how have you been mining, dude? I mean, I know you mine, but I mean, have you actually still been mining this whole time?
No, actually, ashamed to say I haven't mined since I moved last year.
Damn.
But I
mean, you missed the whole CPU mining boom.
I know.
It was amazing for a while there. Absolutely amazing. Just knockback blocks.
Just laid dormant when I wasn't using it. Yeah, terrible.
I know, man. You should probably fire some of that. At least the CPU's up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's on most of the time anyway.
Right. You might as well put them bad bastards to work. God.
You have to compete with the other tents, though.
Well, you should be able to warm up your house.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Put one in the corner, one in the bathroom.
Yeah. Dude, I got 2 mini doges in the back bathroom.
Hell yeah, that's right.
That's basically, if you're thinking about it, each mini doge is about 230 watts times 2. So your 460 watt space heater, that's knocking back hash rate. Look at that, dude.
460 watts is not bad. Most of those little tiny house units.
And the wife found out that it warms up the hand soap really nice.
Oh, if you put it
the liquid hand soap is warm when you put it in your hands, dude.
Like a spa up in there, then.
Right, dude.
I'm
spoiling her, dude. Look at this. I'm spoiling her with my hashies.
Yeah, because it's a small part of my plan.
Right. But yeah, man, you need to get back to hashing, bro, man.
I know.
You can't have special guests on the Saturday night show that's not hashing, dude.
I mean,
we're just gonna have to call you out.
Well, how many people were hashing back when Minergate was a thing?
What years were that?
I don't know. It was where you could mine stuff from your phone on Minergate.
Oh no, I never. You see, I never got into phone mining. That's like the whole thing.
This was way back when you could still CPU mine freaking good stuff back in the day and still actually get.
Right. I mean, you're OG, triple OG in this space, dude.
I mean, I didn't really hang out or venture out to find anybody, but yeah, I mean, when I started mining back in the day, it was I just put it to the algorithm. I didn't tune nothing. The biggest part, my problem was heat dissipation because the shit would run full tilt when it didn't need to, so. Right. Nowadays, you got those efficiencies going on. People are dialing in and tuning down. It's much, much easier these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's like I have some cards that I can guarantee you that has knocked back some Litecoin.
Oh yeah. I mean,
some of those R9 flavors,
Mine was definitely Ethereum Classic. I think I mined the most out of everything.
Yeah, I did a lot of that. I can honestly say that I was first generation E3 ant miner.
Yeah. I was second then because I think I got one of yours.
I'm not sure which gen you actually ended up with. I'd almost have to look at the hash boards in order to know what generation they are. I still have a couple of those.
Yeah, I got mine. It's in the garage, chilling.
Right? I mean, because of all the newer, more efficient shit that's out there, it's like
I got
Ethereum Classic's got to be up there before I'd consider turning on my E3s again.
Yeah, and the L3++s too. They're kind of You really don't want to run them. Too much
Actually,
money for
those,
power.
if your power is right, are still pretty
Still, yeah,
formidable.
yeah.
But your
It'd be
power's
also.
got to be right. You
I was
cannot
thinking
be
about
doing
tearing one up
residential power with those.
just for heat over the winter anyway. It would be, it'd be close. I mean, I'd probably
I
still
mean,
be at
with
least.
Litecoin, if Litecoin hits, like for me, if Litecoin hit $60 per Litecoin, um, that would mean that everything that I mined with an L3 was break even.
Oh, really? That's not too shabby. I'd have to figure
So,
that out on my end.
I mean, you
See,
just got to figure out where your break even
run
point
something.
would truly be. And going, well, if you think about it, Litecoin keeps on during every bull market, yanks up near $300, like between $200 and
I
$300
know.
every bull
Yeah.
market.
It's
So
almost,
if you kind of
ridiculous.
factor in that, you just wait for the next bull run and you
Yeah.
dump on the bull run and you're
Kind
like,
of true,
look,
man.
you know,
I mean,
uh,
that's just being in this.
that's what I've done with a lot of my coin, and like when I like tell people this, you're like, oh, you just don't, you're all in it for the money. I'm like, no, I'm in it for the Bitcoin.
That's right. If you
And
could mine
it's
a coin that's
the
pumping
one time
and
you're
then sell at the
this
top.
stupid crap shit coin fucking is actually worth something. I'm gonna buy Bitcoin with it. Damn it, free
That's
fucking
right.
market.
At the end of the day, who's gonna take your Bitcoin? I mean, unregulatable.
Right?
I mean, you could trace it. I mean, but we always knew that. You can't put anything out there on the internet and then not have it come back to you.
Right. And it definitely looks like, since the pullback of the overall market for that little bit of time has actually like negatively impacted the mining market for sure again.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4090s like making like $1 a day after electric.
Oh, that's hateful, man.
Oh god, yeah, for the
It's
amount of
hateful.
money you spend on it, you're making $1 a day.
But if you buy it now and run it, you still make that $1 a day. And say like in 6 to 8 months, or probably like fall, I'm thinking everything might go parabolic again, and then you can't get them, and then your 4090 you can sell for $3,000 on eBay.
Right. Or you're just sitting there and you're like mining away and you're knocking back all this extra coin at $1 because the coin's worth a lot less. And then you do what I say, which is, I mean, it's not advice of any sort, but this is what I do. It's like I'll sit there and mine. Like I have two methods of thought on things. You are either going to just as you mine it, you incrementally sell it as you mine it, or you're going to gamble with it and you're going to hodl it, and you're just going to keep on building and building a big old nest egg. And when it goes parabolic in the next if it actually does its parabolic move in, because like not every coin does it.
No.
Not every coin does it. I mean, they'll have they'll all have like little movements. But you're not gonna get what you're looking for. You're not gonna be, like Mikkel, a billionaire for 5 minutes.
Is our video frozen?
It shouldn't be.
I'm looking at the stream. It looks fine.
Right, refresh your thing. Maybe YouTube decided to glitch out with you.
Maybe. Okay, good.
But yeah, I mean, like you're definitely going to be looking at, different schools of thought about how people mine. And you just got to figure out what the best method for you would be. Are you going to be the hodler and sell some of your position during the next bull run? But guys, remember, take profit.
Yeah, you need to make money. So The name of the game is make money.
Run this. If I was going to give any advice, and this one you guys could take as advice, you're mining. It's a freaking business. Treat it as such.
If it's not making you money, you got to pull the plug.
Right. I mean, it's like, sure, if you're running a couple of cards and you're like, yeah, I'm mining, I'm not making any money, that's one thing. You know, you're a hobbyist miner. Cool. You got over 20 GPUs, you've got an investment.
Yeah.
Treat it as a business. Stop thinking that, oh, I'm just in it for the fun. No, you are now shelling out, you know, at least $200 to $300 a month in electric. That is an investment.
Yeah, when it doubles your electric for the month, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Especially
Doubles,
these days when people are
triples,
paycheck to paycheck
quadruples, you know. And it's like, and I'm running over here at the house. I got like 36 GPUs rolling and 2 ASICs, plus, you know, all the AMD CPUs mining.
Yeah, I mean, I still have some 580s. I think I saw a Panda video where he was mining what, a lithium or something with.
Yeah, there's still stuff to mine with it. They're not dead in the water by any means.
Maybe I should go shitcoin storming for a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Cedric's like, I'm terrible with money. I'm terrible with business. Gambling and investments, that's why I'm broke.
Hey man, you can't win if you don't play. And sometimes you make bad play, you know. We've all have those times where we get scammed or wiped or
yeah.
Out to pasture.
It's that proverbial, oh hey, look, what does this button do? You press it and you're like, damn it, I'm reset back to square one. Damn it! Why do I keep getting tricked on pressing that button? Damn it!
I know, right? I just wanted the dope, you know, the dopamine response, but it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it, guys.
Right.
But yeah, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Such is life.
There's really hasn't been a whole lot of like big news on the hardware side. I mean, we've had the 4070 Ti Super now coming out, which is a pinch faster than the Ti. A pinch.
Ti Super?
Yeah, it's a Ti.
Man,
Super.
are they just making shit up now?
They've been wanting to blend this in for the longest time.
What, Super and Ti?
Yeah.
So what is it? Just the craziest overclocked, tweaked, like processor matched board they have or something?
Not exactly. So let me pull up one of them. Hold on, yeah.
Yes, please educate me. I should get a 4090 Ti Super. Does it make sandwiches?
Trying to pull up an actual, because I'm trying to find the actual spec for it. Hold on here.
Yeah, no worries. Everyone's just sitting here looking at you.
Yeah, right. No pressure. No pressure at all. We're just staring at you, like fumbling around.
Just remember,
right?
The adventure is rated F.
I drop some FAs in the Chizzity chat. So it is on the 8103 chipset die, which that is the 4080.
380. 4080's dead in the water.
Well, it's basically it would be it would be in an ultimate like unbinned, or it failed 3080. Instead of just throwing away the chip, they just turn off what failed, and now it's a high performing 3070 class, but it doesn't fit quite into the 3070 classification. So now it's going to act like it's got basically a dead sector in there
So
that they had to turn off
with their mistakes, huh?
So there are some performance uplifts, like your boost clock's going to be a little bit higher on there. Your memory memory frequency should be able to tune a little bit higher. Your voltage consumption would be a little higher on it too. Even though it's not true, it's the 4080. At the end of the day, it's still an 8. It's the 103 die. That is the 30. That is the 80 class die.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're still looking at some pretty decent performances on everything. Your memory bus is 256 on there. Your bandwidth on the memory is 672.3 gigabytes per second. Let's see here. Do they have it on this one? I'm trying to compare them between the actual 80 class here. I've got both specs pulled up.
Is it really called a TI Super?
Yeah. It is now a TI Super. You just cannot make this up at all. You can't.
Time to plan B.
So here you go. The 80 class, you're looking at 736.3 gigabytes per second on the memory bandwidth. So you're looking effectively about 100 gigabytes per second.
Yeah, that's a pretty big jump.
So you can see how much of the die is actually being affected on the bandwidth, because it's just you're not getting all the throughput.
Yeah, one of the channels went wonky or something. Yeah.
Right, even though they're using the same memory at the same amount of gigabytes. Yeah. 16 gigabytes DDR6 256 bus, but because the core, the VGA core, isn't the same all the way, you're not going to get all the bandwidth off the memory. So then you look at the TI Super to the 3080 again. Now you've got that in between TI and the 80 class, the top tier 70 class to the 80 class. Now you have this little incremental jump to go in between, and they're going to sell it to you at the same price as the TI.
Of course.
And you're getting depending on your workload, up to a 30% uplift.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mining wise, you're gonna see the same performance uptick, but you're gonna get with this TI Super. I think you're gonna get the higher wattages before you get the real hash rate off of it. So I don't think that they're gonna be hash rate
friendly,
efficient.
Hash rate friendly, yeah.
Right, because it's gonna be them trying to push it to the limit. And it's going to utilize a lot more power. Let's see, what's their 285 watt output peak, plus the 75 watts off the riser. So you're over 300 watts if this thing goes peak to peak.
That's a good chunk of
right
power.
for a 70 class performance.
Yeah.
I just don't think that the efficiency with this particular card in the mining market makes sense.
So this would be more like video production, 4K video editing type card.
Right. Somebody who's like, I want to have good
A
frame rate, but
workstation, not a
they're
desktop.
looking for something in the mid-tier performance package. And
Oh,
they might have saved up a little longer,
no.
and they want top of the tier mid performance. They don't want to sit there and spend for the 80 class because that could be another $400 to $500 more.
Seems to me then that they're probably thinking maybe people will pick this up for machine learning and AI.
Possibly. But I would, again, at that point, why not the 80 class Ti?
True.
I mean, that's always been the data center's go-to is the 80 class TIs.
Oh, yeah. There's still 1080 Ti's out there doing
Hell
work.
yeah, brother. Yeah. I can tell you that there's at least 3 of them at my job right now.
That's right. Shh, we didn't say that.
Right.
It's a secret. But yeah, man, that's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, I've just been working too much, doing too much living with babies and stuff.
Hell yeah.
My passion projects kind of just pile up in the corner these days.
Man, that's the same story, man. Next thing you know, you traded in all your passion projects for the man van for the fam.
I know, it's terrible. What you gonna do, man? Baby's got to eat.
Right. But you can't give up the toys.
I mean, you got to pay to play, so you might as well, get a decent job so you can have
then I'll just put it this way: you got to hash for their college fund.
That's right. Well, babies are awesome, man. You just got to show them the right way. Show them the right way. Be like, no, you don't hash like that. You hash like this.
No, right? But you got to have relevant hardware.
Yeah, that is facts.
I mean, unless Bitcoin goes to like 150,000 a coin, then you could sit there and turn on your Raspberry Pi 3 and start mining, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
This little Raspberry Pi costs me like a penny a day to run.
Yeah.
It makes $5.
Makes $13.65 an hour.
Right? You're like, this thing will stay on until it stops.
Craziness, man. And what is this? They don't want data centers using the 4000 series. They're all pushing the data centers over.
Oh yeah, with the A series and the H series, yeah.
The H100s is all I've been seeing, really. Honestly, like
the what?
NVIDIA's building these crazy 4U rigs with 8 H100s in it.
Oh yeah.
It is sick, dude.
Man, I saw
that's it right there.
I saw a presentation where they were like showing a full build out of an actual aisle.
Yeah.
And when they set the price tag behind it, that was real talk right there.
So that
was they didn't even stutter.
What was it? That 4U with the 8 H100s was like 350K?
Yeah. They were like saying, I think it was like right around like $25 million.
Oh, for like this, all the rack.
Like this whole rack aisle thing. I was like,
sounds about right.
Oh my.
Sounds about right.
Oh.
We get those in sometimes.
I think it was like 4 or 5 actual cages for them, dude. It was like.
And from what I heard, most of the NVIDIA stuff is soldered on. You can't take them out. There's no swapping.
Yeah.
You need to swap it. It's a total RMA, the whole thing. So yeah, this is big boy money, big boy playing. You want to start your own AI company, get like a couple racks of those and you'll be fine.
Bro, I think just
You
being
want to
able
make
to
some
have
money on the
one
AI
for
platform by
you of
donating
that running,
your
and
time?
that would probably get you going.
You could just set that up at your house and rent it out to AI companies.
Oh my God, yeah. They'll be like, "Where'd you get your hands on this?" And you'd be like, "Don't worry about it. I'm invested."
It's okay.
Right?
Okay.
Do you want to rent it?
I know, right? Is that kind of processing power, man? Jeez. The world starts getting smaller when you have that much power.
Yeah.
$500,000. So what's this? You can run full size cards off the Pi 5s now? Is this true?
So fun fact, they've been running GPUs on Raspberry Pi 3s.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I wouldn't know. I just never seen it. I know you can run a full size card off of the back of a Steam Deck. Thanks to them, you know. GPU Jesus.
I love playing with hardware, and it's like some of it I haven't done physically, but like I also know other people who have, and it's like, oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, I just like hanging out with people who like taking shit apart and fucking with shit and putting them back together, you know?
Like Cedric's
My
like,
mechanic
yes, on a
buddies.
Pi you can run SSD and on the Pi 5 natively. Yes. Yeah, the Pi 5, I like that because like you don't have to do all these stupid little workarounds to make shit fucking work. But a lot of it worked going back to Pi 3. Like some of it was like already kind of there.
Maybe half janky. It
Yeah.
would patch, but it wouldn't be like you wouldn't want to do it. Yeah. Cool,
Like,
man.
Chuck's like, you could run 4 or 5 GPU on a Steam Deck. Facts. 4-way
Yeah,
splitter. You get the adapter in there,
4, yeah.
and you can't do the 8-way U-bit splitter.
No, 8-way.
It doesn't have the data throughput. It doesn't have the lanes for it.
No lanes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
four for sure. 5 gets a little like it gets a little angry every so often.
Well, it depends if you're running a GUI or like a just text base.
Right.
That GUI can take up some room too, you know.
Yeah, and it's like I've done I found like limitations even in Linux with trying to run, you know, it gets a little funny when you start
Super
running
bare bones.
12 GPUs in Linux.
Yeah.
On one motherboard.
Yeah.
And they were all the same GPU.
Oh wow.
All the same. Yeah, you would think that. Oh, they're all the same.
There, like on the little tiny
no
font,
problem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all blurred together. Craziness.
Oh no! Like you could walk up to the rig and you could tell when it's not hashing, because it'll be the only GPU out of the whole bunch with no fan spin.
Oh.
It won't be hashing, so it's not like it's getting hot or anything.
Yeah,
like
of course.
That, but it's just sitting in an idle state. Yeah, it's just sitting in an idle state. You're like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And you go to turn off the rig, you turn it back on, and sometimes it would come on. Other times you're like, you're turning off the rig, plugging one back in, turning it back on. Turning it off, plugging another one back in, turning it back on. And then like you do that process, and they all come back on.
Dude, they're coming out with Steam Deck 2 already? Cedric, you hear about this?
They're talking about it, but it's not going to happen as of yet for what I knew.
They came out with the OLED. So
yeah, they just came. Yeah, like they were going to be.
Why didn't you just release that shit when it came out, assholes? Asshole.
Bro, I get irritated with Steam Deck because like,
you go onto
their website.
Apple move, okay, that was the Apple move. Don't be like that.
You can go onto their website, and this is a real criticism. I can go on there and look at their VR stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. You've got it listed on your website for every item in your VR arsenal to be able to be purchased individually. But the only way you can buy any of it is if you buy the whole bundle.
What, they don't ever have any stock of the
of
single
it
unit?
individually. Like, I don't want the
Think,
controllers. I don't need the modules. I
yeah,
don't need any of those things because I'm going to be sitting down playing a race car game.
gotcha. You just want the helmet.
Yeah, exactly. I just because it already has motion tracks, so it's going to know when my head moves.
Well, is it just because they're out of stock, or like
It's
one
all
of
has
those
been out of stock
in stock?
for over 2 years.
It never comes in?
Yeah,
That's
never comes in.
you try writing the customer service any emails or anything?
No, I've never gone that far. It's Steam. They're probably
Yeah,
like
right.
they're probably got like some person named Juanita on the other end that's just gonna answer with the word C.
Halfway.
Right? It's like, oh my god, yeah. Because like, yeah, I'd love to have just the VR helmet. You know, it's actually cheaper to do that than it is to
Well, I have an
buy
old
monitors.
DK2. I have an old DK2 if you want it. You can have it for free. I don't use it. I don't know.
Is it like decent? It works with the PC really good too?
Yeah. No, it's the DK2 was Oculus's like second run. You remember the first one was like the big square faced?
Yeah.
The DK2 was the actual like goggles looking one. Right after that. I have that old one. I had that for freaking forever. But I don't mean, like I said, I don't use it, so I
I've
don't know
been
if,
wanting to grab the newer, like
yeah, it's not
the
new.
newer stuff because like the older stuff, and it was like an issue that I even had with the Oculus that I've got.
Yeah.
Like you move your head around, and there was just too much motion blur.
Well, yeah, this is definitely an old set, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If
The
you're looking
motion
for-
blur
for-
over time like
that's
gives
good.
me it doesn't make me nauseous or anything like that, but it starts giving me a headache.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The Valve Index is pretty effing sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to get. But I don't want to spend $900 on a VR headset.
Fucking grand, dude.
Because
yeah.
like you can only get it with the two pods plus the joysticks,
Yep.
your two hand controllers with it, and I'm like,
Yep.
I just need
Bundled
the
it.
headset.
Yeah.
So I've periodically here and there looked online, and they're like fucking wanting like $700
Yeah.
for it. I'm
they're
like,
still up there.
for $500, I'd be in for it. You know?
Yeah. Just wait till somebody has like broken sensors. Here's the bundle for $4.99 or something.
Right. I'm like, I just need the headset. It all works without the fucking the sensors.
I don't need your peripherals.
Right. Those peripherals are for the fucking hand controllers.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Like Jason's like, how is it going with your grid seed crypto mining?
You got some grid seeds up?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. You got some grid seed miners up?
Mine's been off for a little while right now. Especially with me trying to cut back on making sure I'm running the most efficient stuff right now.
Yeah.
During a bull run, I'll definitely turn that sucker back on. I've actually got to update my USB for it to connect in properly.
Yeah.
Because it takes a specific USB controller software for it. And I have it, but then the other issue that I was actually running into is that I need to set it up onto a computer that doesn't mine.
Yeah. Why's that?
Well, it can either the grid seed will crash or my CPU miner will crash.
They just don't like each other.
Oh yeah, they get very unhappy with the both of those things running.
So yeah, I've noticed that throughout the times too, especially mining way back in the day, man. Like you try out new miners and it's just like this thing is hateful. It doesn't even know what it wants to do.
Right. It took me a little while to
Running too
figure it out.
hot.
Like I was running it and I was running fine for like a week, and then all of a sudden my Monero miner would crash during the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, something must have updated.
Yeah.
And then it would like be like
Every
a
other
month, and then both the CPU miner and the grid seed miner would crash. I'm like, what the fuck?
They were competing.
Oh my god, yeah, they were
Off my network.
like it. Like I couldn't figure it out. It took me like a good couple of months, and then like I'm sitting there, was like watching the log on it, and like you could see the moment that they started like crashing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the log, you would see it like just all of a sudden, like just a couple occasional errors, just pink, 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 and then full out error,
Yeah.
crash. It was like,
Like,
oh
like,
wow,
oh my God,
that's
something's
what's
happening.
been going on. And they would both like start hitting at the same time, and it was like, oh, the correlation. Oh,
Oh no.
So if I
And then bad share.
yeah, just stale.
You're like, oh,
It's like,
no.
oh god. Still using power like crazy and stuff like that. So
That's the worst.
If
though.
CPU mining is not worth running, I mean, there'll be a point where it's not again. And at that point, I'll get the grid seed. It's usually whenever my CPU mining is not profitable and I'm not running CPU mining.
Got the grid seeds back up. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll fire it up just because like
the
I don't have to worry.
the trickle down ones. Maybe you got
Yeah.
them on solo just for that.
They are because they're so low watt. You're talking like 65 watts for the grid seed, and you're getting like a couple of like not even a terahash on Bitcoin, and a couple of mega hash on Litecoin.
Roll the dice, baby, all year long. You know.
Heck yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
you're talking about what, like 18 cents a day it takes to run a grid seed.
Ooh, freaking, you know.
But
I mean,
man, if you were to hit a Bitcoin block with a grid seed, bro,
I know, right? Could you imagine?
oh my god, it'd make all the money
Like
you
the
spent down that
Bitcoin
thing.
gods
Worth it.
come down and just grace you with how much is it going to be a block after the halving coming out?
Oh man, it'll be so little, dude. It'll be 3 point
3.1, I think.
it'd be 3 1/4. Or
Oh.
no, 3 1/8. I'm sorry, 3 1/8.
3.12, 3.18.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like three. It's like it'll be 3 1/8.
Ah, man, I know, but we should be, it'd be cool to catch one before the halving.
Oh my god, yeah.
That'd be awesome. And then hold that thing, ride it all the way. Be like, yeah.
I've tried soloing with my Raspberry Pi 4
Yeah.
with Monero.
Oh yeah.
It only costs a penny a day to run it.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're getting like
I've
overclocked the hell out of my Raspberry Pi 4, and I can get 125 hash on it.
Wow, nice.
Beat that.
Is that 64 gig version?
The
4? I don't remember.
Yeah. And it's got the 4 gigabytes of RAM on it.
Yeah, that was the good one, man. That was when they finally got their head out of their ass and put something decent out there that could run some.
And then they came out with the 8 gigabyte, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, of course. You gotta tease them in there.
And then they were like, we're not gonna make any more, and now we're looking at a 5.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the 4 has been out for a couple of years.
Well, they were saying with after the 4 that they weren't going to be making
any at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Weird.
Yeah. They were like they have taken the small form factor to its absolute limits.
That's what I like to see, man. Innovation. New shit, man. Not just like, hey, here's my new iPhone, and guess what? The only change is we took away the 3.5 millimeter jack. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Like, give me back my 3.5
That's not innovation. That's highway
jack.
robbery.
People wonder why I'm not giving up my phone.
Yeah. All the new ones suck, man.
This is the S10, dude.
Have
Still
you
has a
seen the new
3.5.
Samsung's pushing the freaking AI now, where you
Of
can
course, they're
straight
all of them are going to be doing that now.
so you can straight up in your freaking photos thing, you can edit AI edit all your stuff. So we can now no longer trust any photos from anyone.
Yep.
It's all gonna be fake.
Yep.
Fake photos everywhere.
I was sitting here telling people already. I'm like, guys, you got to stop encouraging all this AI development. It's like we're going to have Skynet.
Danger. You're not gonna know what's what, who's who, where's where.
Right.
You know?
I mean, the wife's back there going, we've already had Skynet, but we don't want to give Skynet the technology to take over the world with Terminators.
I mean, they probably already got, enough info to condemn humanity for the rest of the time.
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Crazy how like all the movies we grew up watching were just predictive programming. Be like, oh, all the zombies, vampires, what else? Is everything that we've ever seen in Hollywood, is that all like some kind of truth? I don't know.
Hey man, people need to remember that it's gonna be Gen X and Boomers that are gonna fucking bring on the crypto revolution.
Yeah, let's do it. Do it. No, it's Gen X. We're gonna push the Boomers into doing it.
Well, I think some of the Boomers are some of the original. Well. To be fair, Gandhi, some of the Boomers are the original cypherpunks.
I know.
So the cypherpunks have been here.
Yeah. Back when you used to actually use like freaking punch cards to run operating systems.
I mean, they were a necessary step.
Oh yeah, it's been a wild ride, man. Watching tech like go up, even in my lifetime, in your lifetime,
Oh my God, yeah. Watching the birth of the internet, utilizing the Apple II.
All this,
that's where I started off.
The world just got a little bit smaller for everyone, because we can communicate with people from all over the place in the blink of an eye.
I think that it's like a dual-edged sword of, you had that instant transfer of knowledge. You could sit there and fact check somebody in real time and be like, "No, you're full of shit." Now with the development of AI, you're going to have two people on two different phones running two different variations of AI. And one's going to get one. They're both going to look up the exact same question, word for word, and they're both going to receive what the AI tells them the truth is.
Yep.
And you're going to have them have an argument of going, "That's not what happened. This is what happened," and they're going to, and you're going to have this circular argument of them both showing actual evidence that was all 100% AI generated.
Yeah, and who's to say that like all this fake crap that people put out, even as jokes, they're not going to take as literal content?
And you want to sit there and make a use case? Show me a crypto that can crack the encryption on AI.
I know, right?
And be able to actually on-chain validate or not validate a particular thing, and be able to actually run the hash function on, because you can't hide a hash function.
Nope.
I think no hash function that you can fake out.
I think the blockchain is going to save us from being able to tell what's.
Well, I mean, it's like I know it from the Linux side that I can sit there and validate the hash function of a program before I run that program onto my Linux machine, so that I know I'm putting in genuine code.
Yeah.
So and there, it's like that same code text still works in Windows. It's just a matter of like a crypto company or a blockchain in general being able to just instantaneously, let pop in this this news article. Is it real?
Well, that's just like people, always say free copies of Windows, but that disk image that you're going to use to install could have extra coding in it, to
Right,
put back doors
which
in
would
for
alter
people
the
who are
hash
giving out the free
function.
versions of Windows.
Right.
They'll go that far back to, just infect everyone.
Well, at that point though, you would be able to validate the hash function on that program still.
Yeah.
I'm like it's like I'm like old school with it, man. If I can't validate the actual hash function behind it, I really don't download it.
And because you can't trust it. And there's been speculation of just hardware coming from overseas over here that's already infected with malware. And
Yep.
it's not on the software side, it's on the hardware side. It's
Yep.
embedded in the hardware.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be careful of where you're getting the hardware from. You can get genuine fake.
Yeah, man, you get those cheap ass 1 terabyte, SS.
No. They'll sell the SSD, the 1
USB
gigabyte for the
3
exact
drives
same
or
price.
something.
It's the high speed gigabyte stuff. You
Yeah.
go to plug it in, and
Yep.
you go to sit there and
Makes a
download your
keylogger
Windows
automatically.
onto it, and it's got an embedded fucking keylogger in it.
Yep. And a broadcaster too, so
Yeah.
it'll put out the beacon and it'll start recording everything that you're typing. So whenever the other person on the other end, wherever it's calling out to home base, it's just going to be forwarding all your keystrokes constantly.
Yeah.
It's really hot, but you got that cheap 1 terabyte, USB 3 drive.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Stay frosty, everybody.
Right, you wouldn't think, oh man, it's missing 0.5 of memory on there.
Yeah,
That's
I wonder
weird.
what that is. You actually put it in a program that can read hidden files and like hidden stuff, and you're like, oh, look at all this trash in here.
So I've done that with like some like cheap USB sticks.
Yeah,
and
just to see if there's any connectivity. Like,
yeah,
going
dude,
that's not
fucking.
standard.
So I'll fire it up into my Linux machine that's not connected to the internet, so it can't call out and it can't do any updating.
Yeah, like
And
virtual.
I put it right into a virtual box, real quick. This way, it can't do any harm. It's self-contained. And yeah, fucking impregnated with a virus already.
Really? Like a worm?
yeah.
Or just like a Trojan, maybe?
Yeah. Already infected.
Craziness.
Because like one of my buddies had gotten it, and he's like, "Man,
oh yeah, it was only $13." I'm like, yeah, I bet it was.
and he's like, he got it at Walmart.
Oh,
brand new at Walmart.
That's terrible.
Already out of the box was already.
Oh, it was a
loaded
Walmart
with
brand.
virus.
Yeah, I bet you Walmart brand is all about that.
Well, they had a little issue for a little while there.
It's like
they did a little whoopsie.
I bet you Amazon branded cables are the same too. I always wondered why the Amazon branded USB ends were always thick. I'm like, it doesn't have to be that big. Like, there's no way that this is just wire in here because it doesn't have to be that big.
Oh my god, yeah.
When the USB end that you plug into your computer side looks like a freaking thumb drive, it probably is. All Martians. What's up, Tech Man? Did you get your jingly miner hooked up yet?
Ooh.
I wonder if I saw he posted a pic. He got it, I guess. Picked up a jingle miner, like a small one.
And like software wise out there mining, not too much, not too big of stuff has really been out there. Like, it's just them like doing what they've done during any bear market where they're just like doing optimizations on the software side. Nothing big.
I mean, that's good, man. You always want to see like a dev team put out like tweaks, especially after the fact, you know. Be
Right.
like, hey, we get a little bit better hash rate, a little bit better wattage decrease, you know, here you go. That's always appreciated, you know. I always hate people just release crap and like, you know, you don't hear from them for 2 years. You're like, thanks for nothing, devs.
Right. And I thought like I was sitting there setting up my PC to go to work, and I had my 1660 Ti in there. I
Yeah.
fire up the rig, and I just see a spark come off the up to 1660 Ti.
No.
I was like, oh no! Turned it off. I'm like, oh, it's fucking dead. I know it, dude. Oh
Yeah.
no,
Voltage
no.
spike or
So like I set up a test. I pulled the motherboard out real quick so I could set it up on there, fire it up. It's like there, but it's like having issues because like, well, the motherboard that I had
like
needs
a
to
burnt
have
panel.
video output, and like for some reason, like it was like only sometimes seeing the video output, and I could see it posting in the BIOS. So I'm like, well, it's posting in the BIOS, but I got no video output on it now. So I like pulled it off and put a 1070 into its place and sent that to work. Took the 1660 Ti and
You see
put
any
it on.
burnt pins on the card? No.
Well, I didn't see nothing burnt on there. I'm inspecting. I'm like, man, but the port
Usually
for
you see a spark burn
the
somewhere.
port for the HDMI is really dirty though.
Oh no.
I was like, oh wow, that's really dirty. I'm like,
well,
I put it into my my little test rig.
Yeah.
Put it in my test rig, and I put my little dummy HDMI in there because that's the only way to get that rig to fire up. It sees the rig, it sees the card, it's hashing right now. 1660 Ti, shot sparks, and it's still hashing. Don't ask me what the sparks were all about.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking tell you to save my life because there was no reason for the sparks.
You couldn't find anything either. Yeah.
Oh no, nothing. It looked like it was from the back the rear IO to my mounting bracket. Like it was like arcing out the ground off the card. I was like
just kind of shooting out somewhere it shouldn't be shooting to.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Like there's some like, you know, just perfect condition where it like grounded to like something across the cage, you know, something else.
Something. Oh my god, it was wild.
It's like, I mean, you know, it can happen. You know, you don't ever hose down an engine bay with brake clean and then fire the car right up because you might have a fireball.
Right. But yeah, this thing is like the GPU is fine. It's hashing away beautifully, not hurting the slightest bit.
Nice.
I gotta clean the HDMI port with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip.
Yeah,
but
just like get in there, you know.
Get in there.
Just rub it. Like, oh yeah, just
it's like it's kind of janky on when it wants to show video.
You gotta kind of like jiggle it or like take it out and like plug it in real quick and just don't touch it.
Right.
Just hoping the static electricity like inside of it will just like, you know, do enough to like link it up real quick.
Yeah,
just...
exactly. It's like, oh, I got it.
Start, like,
oh no, I don't have it.
Like, throwing static in it.
Right. Something. Oh my god. But I'm happy that the GPU fires up, even though it like shot sparks.
Yeah. You know.
GPU is pretty resilient.
Yeah, typically, as long as you don't burn any pots up or like burn any like major like voltage runs or anything on it.
Right.
If those capacitors go, you're pretty screwed.
I can replace all that shit though.
You can, yeah, and it's awesome. Like I don't, we actually.
I'd have to make a video on that. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I actually had my older SE400. That's one of the fixes for having electrical gremlins in those old ones.
I got to do a shameless show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Guys, tomorrow, crypto and hot rods. I got a package from our boy, Serpent X.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's gonna go down tomorrow like Donkey Kong. So if you want to see what our boy Serpendak shipped me, come check it out tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna go live, particularly. I kind of want to do it sooner than later because like I've had the packages here for a couple of days and I really wanted to
Burning a hole in your pocket.
Oh god, I've been wanting to open these things up so fucking badly, dude, and see what I know what's in there. But you guys don't.
You gotta get it out.
Right? You guys want to check it out. It is amazing stuff.
Tomorrow.
It's all about the hash rate, dude. It is all about the hash rate. It's crypto and hot rods tomorrow.
Sunday.
Make sure you go over to crypto and hot rods. Make sure the bell notifications turned on. This way the moment I post to go live, you get notified for that shit. Because you want to know what's in these boxes. There's 2 of them. And one's a hell of a lot heavier than the other. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot heavier than the other.
If you're not subscribed, go do it. Do it right now.
Do it now, dude. Oh my god, what you waiting for? That is gonna be the place of where it's gonna be. I know, shameless fucking chill. I know. But it had to happen.
Shameless plug I've heard in so long.
I know, it had to happen. It was awesome, man. And if you haven't checked out Serpent X, if you're new here and you haven't checked out Serpent X, go check him out. That guy's got a lot of good knowledge too, man.
He does.
Another fellow miner. Because he's FA. FA as fuck, dude. Just like all of you guys out there in the Chizity chat world, man, y'all are FA. So drop those FAs in the Chizity chat because we are over that 1 hour marker, guys.
Gang sign FAs. Let's do it.
Yo, drop those FAs in the Chizity chat. We need an announcement. We need it stats. I mean, unless nobody wants those, just Gundy. Gundy's the only one that wants the announcement, guys. And I don't think everybody in the chat likes the FAs anymore.
I know.
I think it's getting old, dude.
I think they went to sleep or something.
Right?
They went to sleep to the sound of our sensual voices.
Maybe.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, we got Tech Man here. We got Tech Man coming in clutch here with the FAs. Man, nobody else wants those. The announcement. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you absolutely kidding me? It's just Tech Man trying to want for all of you guys. We got 9 amazing people watching here, and only 2 people want the FA announcement. What's up with that? I think we should retire it, man.
Wiggity, whack.
I know, it's pretty whack, dude. Pretty whack. I mean, Tech Man's the only one that really
Are we being
wants that.
spammed by bots right now? What's going on?
I know, right? There's 8 people not even chatting, dude.
It's crazy.
Well, there's 2 people in there, so there's 6 people not even chatting. What's up with that? I guess for the 2 people, we can give the announcement then.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess, because like Tech Man really wanted it too. He likes this stuff.
Yeah, baby.
Tech Man's our boy. Yo, much love. DCA fam loves FA announcements. Yo, because you guys are rated F for fucking awesome. Oh, Tech Man's trying to say like magic words over there.
Giveaway.
Like that's a magic word for spam bots.
Yeah, oh, it sure is. Yeah. we know all about that, man. We used to have people come out the woodwork to get our swear jars.
Right?
Like, who the heck are you? I never seen
like you want all the bots to come in, giveaway. Enter over here, link down below. All the bots come flooding in.
And you can't tell who is and who isn't, so you know you get
Oh, Cedric is testing some rust on Caspa node.
Ooh. Very
You
nice.
Caspa devs, you hear nothing from me. Okay, it's top secret.
Yeah.
And let me know how the shenanigans go.
Yeah, right.
I'm curious.
Hit us up in the Discordio. Links down below. Discordia.
And with that being said, since we are over that 1 hour mark, guys, let's definitely smash some of those Lizzie like buttons, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all
That's
that
right.
good stuff,
Put
guys.
smileys. Put smileys in the chat, you know.
Right. And tomorrow, guys, tomorrow is Patreon. All you people out there with wrenches, you better be there. You want to be a part of this. This is going to be an epic thing for all of us.
Too. Friday night thing. He was like, be there.
You need to be there. This is a all hands on deck meeting.
And let's go.
we need everybody with a wrench. So if you want to have a wrench and actually see what we're hyping up about over here, it's going to be a huge change. Big change is coming, guys. Huge. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be like, wow. It's going to be huge. You want to be a part of it. You may even want to put some of your input into it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have these things, man. You guys want to bump stuff around.
You might be given access to the promised land.
Need help with rigs. Need some advice on what to do. You know, we can give you the best, worst advice we ever give ourselves. You know, so it's not financial advice ever, but you know, maybe one of us has done what you are planning on doing. Who knows?
Right. It's like, have you ever built a mining rig?
Yes.
Have you ever had one stable for 30 days?
Unstable for like
you have unstable hash, come talk to us. We have the cure for your unstable hash.
You know, when you have to turn it off to like dust it out because it hadn't crashed in so long.
No, dude, that's what happens to me. Like, I'm like, why is that running warm?
Yeah,
wow, that's unusual.
Dust accumulation. You're
right?
Like,
you're like, you turn it. You bring a light by there, and you're like, oh, it swallowed part of my cat in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotta turn it off and defer this thing.
Coffee's in there.
And then you go to the rig and you're like, it's been on for 97 days. You're like, whoa.
You're like, holy cow. No, that's
like, no wonder why she's dirty.
It's efficient. Oh yeah. That is efficient. Yes, sir. Well, thanks for having me on tonight, bro. I like talking about hardware too, you know. It's not all about memes and swearing, but sometimes it is.
Sometimes. Sometimes you got to use the swearing to emphasize a point because, you know, sometimes this shit's going to suck.
In casual conversation, because why the fuck not?
Right? There's a whole bunch of other words that YouTube likes to flag us over.
I'm like, come on, man. If my
but never lube life
in perfect context, YouTube can accept the fact that
they ought to know. They ought to know.
Come on.
We're degens over here.
We're teaching people the zero filter life, you know.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you that turd over there is a rainbow because it's not.
No problem, Sadie.
Oh yeah, Sadie. See you later. Later, Cedric, Tech Man.
I've been seeing awesome content coming from Sadie. It's been awesome.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Some more Jeep vids.
Yeah, some mining vids.
Oh. Very nice.
Very nice.
I haven't watched videos in quite a bit. I should be ashamed of myself.
Like, I had the computer at my work, and there's times where I'm like, oh man, I can't like subject the people at my work to the weird off the wall things I listen to while at work. So I was like, I'll just keep it to either rock, heavy metal, or drum and bass.
have you tried to make them subscribers on your channel yet?
No.
Yeah, I usually don't try to break that ice at work.
No.
You know, I mean, you know, I'm myself on here, but like sometimes you gotta play fake at work.
Right.
It's definitely. I don't think I'd let my kid watch my YouTube for sure. At least not Friday night. You know, today was nice.
And
Swear
Tech
words or
Man's like,
whatever.
take care, folks. I'll have more content sometime. Nice.
Later, Tech Man.
Laters, guys. So
Good
we're gonna
eve.
take it right from here. We're gonna go ahead and call it, guys. So thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. Certainly be part of the Patreon. If you were thinking about joining and you want to join, now's the time to do it. You want to check out what's going on. We got big changes coming. You want to be a part of it. Patreon meeting is tomorrow, guys. You want to be a part of it. So with that being said, thank you all for being here. Peace out. Stay savage. And we'll see you on the next one. Yo.
Let your watts be low and your hash stay high. Let's roll.
Woo, let's roll.
Out freaking standing.